How's it going? All right, guys. It's going. That means I have something new to show you. So without any more dawdling, let's go check this thing out. This is the Mark Martin 2009 NASCAR Sprint Cup car. So it's also out of focus. Let me bring that in for you. Okay, so a little bit of a backstory on this. Mark Martin, most of his Cup career was with Jack Roush, and he announced his retirement in 2005, but then he decided that he wanted to stick around. I don't know what the whole backstory was, but he stuck around with Roush for 2006 anyways. But then he ended up kind of doing some part-time gigs with that U.S. Army car. He almost won that 2500 with it, and after that he moved over to Rick Hendrick's team, and he was there for a couple years, and he had this phenomenal year in 2009. He won a bunch of races. Oh, is it over 5 or 6? And I can't remember. Look at racingreference.com with Mark Martin, and you'll see how many he won in 2009. It was kind of phenomenal for a person of that age to be able to be that competitive still. And after that, he moved over to Michael Walter Racing. Still had some success, no wins with it, but he was always a great driver. So let's check out the car from his best year. That is the 5 car that was kind of a combined sponsorship between Kellogg's and CarQuest. They would kind of flip back and forth on this, but the paint scheme stayed the same because they kind of try to keep each other's colors on the car. And you can't see it in the camera. I feel really bad, but this thing is like safety vest lime green. Fluorescent yellow, I guess, would probably be more than lime green, but it's pretty crazy. Maybe you can see the difference a little bit between this color and this color. That is bright yellow. That is like safety vest yellow. So it's pretty sweet. This is the car of tomorrow, the COT, which then became the car of today, which became the car of totally not today because it's old one. But we have CarQuest on the hood. Chevrolet, the Impala SS, the mighty Impala SS. On the front end, they loved their associate sponsor, so there's a ton to go through here. You got the Goodyear Gatorback tires, Moog, Clevitt, Compcams, Edelbrock, Wix, Robestus, Sunoco. Got the Goodyear with the Goodyear. Got Holley carbs, because this was 2009, so it's still carburetors like the good old days. Put that in focus so you can see it. Rallies, if I remember right, I think there's some rallies that have the drive-thru window on the passenger side, so when your friends getting rowdy, you can just have them pick up the stuff rather than having to do orders on your side, but don't quote me on that. You got 3M, Mac Tools, Mechanics Wear, USG, Sheet Rock, that's like the drywall paneling, Dow Chemicals, EA Sports, it is in the game. Got NASCAR Race Car, right next to NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Got the Coors Light Pole Award, Autometer Gauges, Stant. I don't even know what Stant is, so that's you can go look them up. You got the Cheez-It with the Kellogg's and the CarQuest and Marrow.org right there. If you can see it, probably can't see it. You also have Tony hanging on there for dear life, so isn't that adorable? Up on here, you got National Guard, kind of a carryover from Junior's team. You got Purolator, got Bosch and Siemens and Freightliner, and then Hendrick, because remember, this is a Hendrick car. It says so right there, which I didn't tell you before, so consider yourself told. At that point, it's right there. That's Hendrick. Quicker state on the rear. Got the Pop-Tarts. It's also DIN 504. It's one away from being kind of a sweet number, but 500. This is in the 5s. That's pretty cool. CarQuest on the back of it with the giant Chevy logo. And the right side is just like the left side. Now, this is the car tomorrow chassis, so it had a lot more detail. It had the wing on the back. They had to make sure it was securely fastened. So this is when they started kind of screwing the cars down with the here to here to make sure that it wasn't flopping around and breaking the wing off. It had this front splitter with all the kind of detail there. There you go. Get the little braces. If I can get this open, it had actual kind of some wiring, some hoses in there, some actual color to it. He had fuel lines running in, so they had quite a bit of detail at that point. They had the trunk that opened to reveal the fuel cell, so it's pretty great. Diecast chassis. Overall, they actually colored the ignition boxes, which even in the elites at this point they don't even do anymore. So there's a lot of good accuracy to these. They had solid rear suspension still, adjustable front with steering. They had, you know, a lot of components that weren't just molded in. They were all separate and painted to look nice. So back then they did it good. It's not like they used to be, you know. So I hope you appreciated this. Let me know what you think. Give me a shout outs anywhere you can. Really appreciate it. And hope to grow this channel from the amazing 43 people that have subscribed up to, you know, I don't know, 10 million would be nice number. So if you can help subscribe and get me to that goal, it's appreciated. Thank you. Have a good one.